run over to the store real quick and grab a couple things. The intro you're going to see on this video, when I get back to the house, I have to call AT&T. I've just decided that I'm going to call them until they decide to rectify the situation. Like I told you, one of the issues that I've got, there is no problem with physically there's no problem with my network for Wi-Fi at the house. Wi-Fi issue in the kitchen is because San Diego Gas and Electric has installed what's called a smart meter that has its own signal. And what it's doing is it's crushing and running over my Wi-Fi signal. So that's the first issue. That's an issue that AT&T can't resolve. But the second issue is the fact that the technician came out and he told me this exact thing. The card, the point of presence, where the wire and fiber come in to the street and then is sent out to the individual homes from that point of presence, has a certain number of cards. Each card has a certain number of modules, and it's full. And so I've been complaining about the fact that no one has come out and installed either a new card or a new pop, any of those things. So today, when I get back to the house, I'm going to make a phone call to their tech support team again, and I'm going to let them know that I am recording it for YouTube purposes, and maybe I'll get a reaction that way. Because the fact is, they are not providing me what I'm paying for. My internet was so slow, it took forever to upload the video you guys saw earlier. I didn't shoot the second video when I realized how long the first video took to upload and process because my Wi-Fi was so slow. On a wired connection, even. So, yeah, we're gonna talk to them. We'll see what they have to say, and I'll just post it up for you guys to see. So, how about that? So, like I said, guys, I am making a call to AT&T right now. So I'm gonna take you guys along with me so you can see, and I'm gonna let them know that I am recording this. So. How many times I've called him, I know the number.
If you are calling about regulated local exchange telephone service, press 1. For any AT&T sales or service need, press 2. Welcome to AT&T. Para español, oprima el ocho.
Yes. Technical support. Internet connection.
I'll just look that up.
Let's see how long I'm on hold. I trimmed my beard, guys. I trimmed it.
I understand that you're having an issue with your service. I can help you with that. Just a moment while I gather information about your account and start running some tests on your services to find possible problems. These tests could take a minute or two to finish, so please bear with me while...
I may have just lost my internet connection again, which my phone is connected to. Because usually I'm given a chance to decline the tests. I just told my mother I was supposed to be talking to my sister-in-law. But tried to call and could not. I figured I'd do this at the same time. So, Mom, if you're watching this, I didn't lie to you. I just had something else. I couldn't get through. So I realized how staticky my connection was. My mom does watch my videos. So yes, this is kid tested, mother approved. Sorry guys, I know this is boring, but see something, I don't know. My wife wanted to keep that knife sharp. It is sharp. She uses it for cutting chicken. I don't know why this one, maybe because it's real thin. Hello? Give it one more minute and then we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens after one more minute. Can you guys see this? You see that line there? I have not got a cover at all on this phone. This phone, the iPhone 8 has just been a comedy of errors. I'm really disappointed with this. So yeah, I did just lose my connection. I don't have a dial tone. Well, we'll try it again. You guys, my plan of videotaping that is not gonna happen. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you in the brief. Maybe I'll record it on my iPad and airdrop it to myself. I don't know. But now I gotta call AT&T for my cell phone and have them figure out what the fuck's going on, because now I have not got broadband 1 or 2, and there's no reason for that.
How can I help you today?
Technical support. Figured out a way to do this, guys.
I'm so sorry for the delay. What seems to be the problem?
Loss of internet.
I understand that you're having an issue with your service. I can help you with that. Just a moment while I gather information about your account and start running some tests on your services to find possible...
I had to get one.
I'm sorry, but I'm having technical difficulties. One moment for assistance. Thanks. I'll just look that up. Thanks for being a part of AT&T. As a valued customer, you're now a part of AT&T Thanks. For quality assurance and verification, your call may be monitored or recorded. If you do not wish to be monitored or recorded, please tell your AT&T representative.
I'm gonna tell them that they're being monitored and recorded.
Thank you for calling AT&T Technical Support. Your call should be answered within 1 minute. Apple's App Store or Android Market.
This app includes all the features of UVerse Mobile and also allows you to use your tablet as a remote control when at home.
Thank you for choosing AT&T. My name is RJ. How can I help you?
RJ, my name's Mike Emler. I was calling. Is this technical support?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I was the right. Wanted to make sure I had the right office the right department before I started. So you know, I'm recording this as well. I know you guys record, but I'm a small business owner and I'm recording this because I have to do this. So I've been complaining to you guys since November, December timeframe about my internet. We figured out everything that is the problem with my internet. It is a population at the point of presence. There's just not enough modules available for all the users. I've been complaining probably about once every 2 weeks about getting a technician out here to put in a new pop, put a new card in the pop so that there's more points of, more modules, more availability. And then today I'm home and I'm having to call you on my cell phone as opposed to my house phone, which I normally do, because I have got zero internet. My router has got broadband 1 and 2 blinking. Completely unacceptable. I run a business. I cannot have interruptions like this. You guys are costing me money. It has been slow. I'm paying you guys for 45 megabits per second. I very rarely get that. And I'm really starting to get pretty frustrated with the customer appreciation that you guys do. How often do I have to call to get this point of presence issue resolved? And I mean, if you check, and so before we go any further, I don't want to run any, unless you're just doing line tests to figure out why I don't have any internet right now. I don't want to restart my router. I don't want to go through any of the rigmarole. I just restarted my router twice. The fact is, we already know from the last technician's visit what the problem is. Now we have a complete loss. I have nothing right now. So I can't, I'm trying to send emails to my business partner in China. You guys are definitely costing me money. And I want to know, 1, when is this resolved? And 2, when am I going to get this discount that everyone I talk to keeps telling me about, that I'm going to get a refund on some of this money that I've been sending you guys for something that I'm paying for something that I'm not getting. I'd like a little bit of resolution on that today.
All right, please confirm your home address for me to help you with the concern right now.
Okay, it is. Yes, the green power light is on.
But there's a red light, right?
Yes, broadband 1 and 2 are red.
Okay, it means there's no line detected, or there's no broadband line detected in your line there. So this needs to be resolved. Is either we do a manual reboot, or I'll be sending out a technician there to fully check and resolve the issue.
Well, I mean, if you want to do a manual reboot, let's do it now. I'll go ahead and unplug it and wait 10 seconds.
Thank you for doing that. Go ahead and unplug the power cable and wait for 10 seconds, and then after 10 seconds, reconnect it, and make sure that once you unplug the power cable, you will see the lights will go out on your gateway.
Yep.
Just to make sure that there's no internal battery installed to it.
There's no battery.
Thank you, sir. Please let me know once you plug it back.
It's been about 10 seconds. I'm plugging it back in right now.
Thank you, sir. I'll start my timer here, and that one could take 2 minutes to complete the process of rebooting. And let's wait until we see the broadband and service lights will become solid green.
The other question I have is, when are they going to actually do the point of presence? Either put in a new pop or put in new cards in the pop. Because I'm not the only one that's experiencing this. I've talked to my neighbors that have it as well. And they're like, oh yeah, same time every day, we lose. And it's when people log into the network in the morning, at lunchtime, and in the evening. That's when all of our traffic goes down. That's when our network availability diminishes, because it's an overpopulation issue. So I've been dealing with this since October, and you guys finally sent a technician out that was able to figure it out. That it's a population on the network. Nothing wrong with my physical network. There's nothing wrong with my router. There's nothing wrong with my Wi-Fi settings. There's nothing wrong with anything else. It's simply the fact that you guys have overpopulated that point of presence and refuse to do anything about it for your customers. And just so you know, I told you, you guys record me. I'm recording you. This is going on my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yeah, I've watched a lot of recorded YouTube channels on reported about the AT&T issues.
So, I mean, we've reached a point where I'm paying you $120 a month for a service you are not providing me, which at this point I would tell you is like theft. And I mean, I know it's not you, but you're who I'm talking to.
I understand. Once again, I do apologize for this.
Now, broadband, just like before, broadband 1 and 2 are red.
Okay, thank you.
And like I said, this makes it really hard for me to run a business from home when I can't use my internet. And I don't mean just now. I mean like throughout the day where I'm trying to use it and all of a sudden I have got like 0.3 megabits per second when I'm paying for 45. Does that make sense? I mean, that doesn't seem fair, right?
Yes, I understand. Okay. With that, if the broadband line and service are still red, I'll be dispatching a technician there to resolve the issue for you there. So again, there's no charge for this technician visit if the
No
problem
charge.
is found in the AT&T network or equipment. Okay. Now, if the problem is found inside your premises and our technician fixes outside AT&T issues, there's going to be charge of $99 flat rate for the repair.
Wait. Okay, wait a second. He doesn't need to check anything in my house. We've already established what happened was when I called on my house phone, the second that I got notified that the second that the computer that I have to navigate through to begin with, which is a bunch of BS, never does anything for you, tells me it's going to run some tests, that's when my internet stopped. My phone stopped. I didn't have a dial tone. Nothing. It all stopped then. So I'm pretty sure it's not a problem in the house. So the thing is, once again, you guys are not providing me the service that I'm paying for. And then you're going to tell me that if it's an issue that's found outside the premises, that it might be a $99 charge? That sounds like your problem, not mine. That sounds like your equipment, not my problem. Because all of the equipment I'm using belongs to you. If there's a problem with the premises, that's your equipment still. That's your equipment as well.
Now, if our technician will fix outside AT&T equipment or issue, you will be charged of $99 flat rate with that. But however, everything from AT&T is going to be free of charge.
Okay, what you just told me makes no sense, RJ. None of what you just said makes sense. If the problem is outside the house, it's a $99 charge?
No, let me repeat. There's no charge for the technician visit if the trouble is found in the AT&T network or equipment. Now, if the problem is found inside your premises and the technician fixes your issue, you will be charged a $99 flat rate for the repair. However, any charges will be discussed by our technician.
Okay, yeah, but like I said, that still makes no sense because the equipment that's in the house belongs to you. I rent that. I pay you a monthly fee. I don't own this router. So what part of the network is mine? The equipment that's in this house belongs to AT&T.
For example, you do have another third-party provider, like you purchased to another provider or any third-party router or outside.
No, I just told you all of the equipment that runs on your network, with the exception of an add-on that's a peripheral that doesn't have anything to do with the network, that is plugged in, like my computer is plugged into the network. The only things that are plugged into the network belong to AT&T. Everything that comes off of your equipment, I own. There's no way that these items that are plugged into your router can cause a problem.
So that's going to be free of charge, sir.
Okay, all right. It's just sometimes you guys say stuff that makes zero sense.
So would you like me to set up an appointment for you there
Yeah, I would like to see it today. I have things that I need to do today that require the use of my internet.
So today we don't have any appointment.
But
for
that,
you
see,
here
once
right now.
again,
You
once
only-
again, that's not my problem. That's your problem. You need to get a technician out here to fix the outage now. Not tomorrow, not Wednesday, not Friday. I am working. This is my place of business. You are costing me money, and every time I talk to one of you technicians, you tell me, oh, we'll give you a rebate, we're going to give you a refund, we'll give you a discount, and I never see it. And now you're telling me that there is no technician that can come out today, and I'm basically stuck, and I can't do any of this? What am I going to do? Go to Starbucks and work? You understand, I'm getting really frustrated with this. This is not the first call. Look at the notes. I have been calling you guys at least once, maybe twice a month for the last October, November, December, January, February, March, April, 7 months. I've called you guys at least once a month, if not more, for the last 7 months. And nothing has been resolved. Is there a supervisor technician that can come out? Because I know sometimes those guys get dispatched.
I'll connect you directly. Please stay on the line.
Fuck these guys. I'm not gonna make you guys hold. As soon as he comes back on, I'm gonna talk to him. This is starting to get ridiculous. I have an email that I need to send,
When it seems like the U-verse remote control
and I
is
should not have to be using data to do business while at home.
top of your remote,
And the fact is, they have not ever given me the refund or discount that they've told me about. So I'm not getting off the phone until I at least get a discount.
Basically waiting, I'm sorry for that long wait. So we're currently on extra call. May I also have your 4-digit passcode to your account?
So they haven't received any response yet. Just one moment, please.
Okay. So guys, I got him on mute. I apologize, but the fact is, I have to do this twice a month. I mean, literally, I'm doing this once, twice a month. 30, where are we at? Where's the camera on this? 35 minutes and 38 seconds. 35 minutes, 38 seconds that I've been on hold, which means that I haven't worked for 38 minutes, 40 minutes, 35 minutes, I'm sorry. So that's a half an hour. So if I'm sharpening 4 knives an hour, that's $50 that they just cost me just now. Not to mention the fact that if I want to send that email to we in China, I have got to go somewhere else. Well, I mean, I could do it over LTE, but if you're downstairs, there is no LTE coverage because my smart meter also interferes with that. I have to go out around the corner or up here. It's hot up here. In the upstairs part of the house, the sun hits this real hard. It'll be 80 degrees till midnight tonight. I mean, I open my daughter's window so her room cools off and have a fan in there. But the fact is, I have to come up here to make this call. because it's the only part of the house where the smart meter doesn't interfere with the signal for the LTE. So, you know, I'm not sharpening. I can't do it sharpening. So the other option is I go out and I sit in a pool chair at the pool and I make this call from there, and the guys that work that do the landscaping and stuff, their office is there, and I'm sure they don't want to hear it because I get heated. I've turned you guys off a couple times because I was like, ooh, I'm going to say something bad. And I turned you guys off because you didn't need to know my passcode and the account number and all that shit. Somebody could go in and fuck with my shit. Next thing I know, I got a $1,000 bill. So I'll bring you guys back when we get closer to a resolution. I'm currently trying to send this email to where'd it go? I'm trying to find this email that I drafted because we've been discussing the handle thickness, and the other thing that I wanted to, because enough of you guys have asked, I'm trying to verify blade steel and availability date. So they're saying that they're going to start mass producing before too long, but the fact is, they said that, but I mean, I told them, I was like, I need a rough estimate as to the time frame, because you guys have asked. So, but I haven't seen a response back, so I think that the email, I'm just checking to make sure that the email's sent with me asking them. So, and it did. So allow me to cancel that. Let me, that's to another customer. Here we go. Let me read you what I wrote to them. So Doris is the lady that I'm talking to. So you guys, so Doris, I have the 2 production samples, but could I possibly get a set of new handles and mounting hardware so that they are matching the production model, comma, or will I get a production run sample? I put the comma in so you guys know I know proper punctuation.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Mr. Emler, I've received a response from who contacted the local managers in San Diego. Unfortunately, Mr. Emler, they mentioned to us that we still don't have any sooner appointments than 25th, 12 to 2, sir.
25th, 12 to 2.
Yes, Mr. Emler.
So that's, I mean, I'm going to have to say yes, but that's completely unacceptable.
Of course it is. Here's what I would like to do, Mr. Emler. Since I come here 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That would be 7 your time, right? So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go ahead and monitor the movements of the ticket for you, sir. If I have to contact our dispatch team again to beg for them to get us an appointment for you sooner than the 25th, I'll give you a call right away to let you know, so that if you will have to actually, get out from work early or be late.
Well, I mean, but here I work from home, but the thing is, I'm not always. I work from home predominantly, but a lot of times on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, I'm physically doing work at a shop for my customers. And so basically what you're telling me is Thursday, I'm going to lose an entire day's work, basically, because I have to wait here. Because it doesn't make sense for me to drive. It doesn't make sense for me to drive 35 minutes.
Of course.
And then have to turn around and drive 35 minutes back. So I've got to tell customers there's going to be delays. I have to give up income, which usually is about $100 an hour, because of this. So, I mean, I don't have a choice if that's the soonest I can get it, but are you guys going to contact me if something pops up sooner?
Yes, sir. I'll personally be the one to contact you. So expect a call from me anytime tomorrow, whether or not we have a sooner appointment, sir, I'll still going to be contacting you. So I will be calling you first thing in the morning, maybe at around 8 or 9 a.m. California time. Is that all right with you?
That's fine.
All right, sir. So, again, I really do apologize. I cannot help you right now, but I'll make sure that we do something about it still. Okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Well, do you have additional concerns or questions for me before I let you go, sir?
Can you try to push the actual POP maintenance and get a new card in there? Because, like I said, the reason I called in the first place right before I lost my entire connection was the fact that I couldn't even open my email on my computer because my internet was at about point. I want to say when I did a speed test, it was like 0.6 megabits per second. And that's the problem I was having. And that is a constant thing. So that is a resolution that they need to fix. They have got a population issue on that point of presence. There's not enough modules on those boards and not enough boards in the box. So either they need to add a box or add boards to the box to provide us with what we're paying for.
All right. Well, what I'm going to be doing, sir, is I'm going to go ahead and raise a ticket to the back office team who handles this kind of requests, sir, and hopefully they can answer positively, or they can, contact you personally for updates regarding this matter, sir.
Can you do me a favor when you send that? Can you also send the last technician's notes? Because he showed me his notes. He explained to me what the problem was. So.
All right. Well, we sure do have that on our database, sir. So I'll go ahead and look for that one for you and send it right away to our back office. I think I do see the notes right now from the last technician. So yes, we'll be able to send those as well.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. You're more than welcome, sir. Please expect a call from me. Again, this is Janina from AT&T. Have a good one.
You're going to have to call the number I just told you, the 254-9401.
Number. No problem.
Yeah, because the other one is the account number that is attached to this router.
Okay. No problem, sir. We'll call you on your cell number.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
All right. Bye.
Goodbye.
So, problem is, it's not that lady's fault. It's not the guy I talked to first. But the thing is, I didn't yell, which is out of character. But the fact is, there's not much they can do. The company doesn't care. That is... So Chris Williamson and I had an argument about net neutrality. And net neutrality, he said net neutrality going away was a good thing because it's an open market and everybody has to compete. But the problem is, where I live, there's only 2 companies. There's not much competition. So if one is as fucked up as chocolate cheese, and it's the good one, what am I going to fucking do? Right? You see what I'm saying? But at any rate, here's back to the email. So I told Doris, I was like, I have the 2 production samples here. Could I possibly get a set of the new handles, which are thicker, and the hardware, which itself would have to be thicker as well, so that they are matching the production model? Or will I get a production run sample, the new ones? The reason I ask, I'd like to be able to send them to a few other YouTube reviewers to get some publicity. I would love to. Another couple questions that all of my YouTube subscribers have been asking, and see, I'm reading this that I sent, have been asking are, 1, what the steel will be. I think we had said M390, and the estimated availability date, which is a rough estimate. Now, the rest of this is just basically me telling them thank you, because this has been really easy once we decided that we were going to produce this as a Wii product. So I said, lastly, I had to thank all of you addressed for making this so easy. I have an OEM project that I may have a backer for, but I need to get some information from all of you about before moving forward. So I will get an email drafted, which is what I was doing when my internet stopped, and ready for all of you. I am hoping that this Hornet project and the possible OEM will be a profitable one for all of us. So there's that. Guys, I'm going to try and get this video put together and get it set up and put up over probably LTE. I'm going to burn data to get this video up for you guys. I'm definitely not going to do the one about the S90V probably for 2 more days. This sucks, man. I don't know what my wife's going to do. My wife fucking hates not having the internet because she watches Japanese TV on her phone. So we have no option right now. So I don't know, guys. So this is going to be a longer video. I apologize if this is stupid, if you think this is stupid, but this is just the day-to-day thing that you have to deal with. As a normal person, you have to deal with this crap. But as a business owner, it fucking affects you even worse. Like, when I had a job for the government, I never worried about how much time I was spending dealing with my internet provider. Now, if I just basically spent an hour on the phone, I lost $100 fucking dollars. Plus the cost of whatever the internet that I'm not getting was. All right, guys. That's it. I'm going to get off of here. I love y'all. I'm sorry. This was... I think it's a good idea. I think it's kind of cool. We'll see how this plays out. If the video is garbage, I'll cut it back and just do highlights. But you guys take it easy. Love you. As always, give them a thumbs up or give them a thumbs down. I don't care which, but tell me why you didn't like it. Up here. Subscription link down here. Patreon link over here. Is a video that YouTube thinks you like, and down here is my last video I uploaded. So I'll talk to you guys later. I love you all. Take it easy. Try not to get too upset.